Hey! So today I was thinking December is approaching really fast and I was just searching maybe, some Christmassy crochet stuff to make or something that maybe I can make for like as gifts, and a lot of actually things came up like as Christmas vest and it looked very very pretty for me, so I thought, you know what, I can make one too. Initially I was thinking to maybe do just simple crochet vest and then do like a little applique, I think that's the word, like maybe some like reindeer or a little house or something like that. But then I actually thought to just do simple granny squares, so I went a bit ahead and I have done a few squares. So I was thinking just to do something like this and this, just maybe simple kind of play of color. So because I bought these three colors, standard Christmas colors, and the brand is Surder Country Classic. I don't know, it's just some yarn I found on Amazon and it seems quite nice. Like I think it's supposed to be wool. Okay, so it's half wool and half acrylic, so it should be machine washable, which is always a plus in my book. So yeah, at the moment I have came up. I wouldn't say it's an original design in any way because it has been done so many times, but like something this, and this. And I think I'm just gonna make a few, like quite a few to cover a vest or like shape of a vest, and hopefully it turns out all nice. Initially I'm thinking something like this, like so maybe like this vest I have here, but because this one is just, it is very cropped, so even though it does look that it should be warm, it's not really, so it's a bit hard to sometimes think of when to wear it, and that one I want to be more wintry and slightly longer. So yeah, let's get on with it. Okay, so now since I made a few of these squares, I'm thinking to make more, obviously, but maybe just try to do some same amounts. So like, I don't know, I might need like 4 of each, and then I need to maybe try to put it all together and see how it looks. The thing is, I think these two, like, they kind of match nicely between each other, but then this one, I really like it, but I don't know if it's how it looks with the other squares, so I kind of need to think of a design a little bit, but I will just try to make maybe a few more of these and see how it looks. Recently someone linked a video on my comment saying, oh, there's like this a way to make granny squares without having to weave in the ends at the end, which sounds amazing, and I watched it and then I started making these granny squares and I was like, you know what, I don't think it's gonna work with this kind of style, because at least for these, the one is like a Christmas tree, you kind of need to it's not just goes in circle, but you need to kind of stop at some point and change the yarn, and the back is not that pretty. So I think this looks that it's gonna be lots of end weaving again, but it's okay. I think the end result will be quite nice. Well, 15 minutes later, so might take me a while. Welcome to day 2. So you know how I said it might take me a while to make all the squares, so it did. I crocheted the whole day besides when we went to a movie. We watched the new Hunger Games, really good, I highly recommend. I still have, I think, maybe 6 or maybe more to go, but I thought I can start putting them into a pattern just to see how many I need, like how many of what kind maybe I might be missing, and also want to measure the length. So after I decided how my squares would be connected, I pinned them with stitch markers. Actually, I think the length, if I do just one square, like one here and one at the back, I think actually it would be good. Like good length, because it was finished right here and I could do like a small ribbing, so that would be fine. Okay, quite happy so far. Let's do more squares. After finishing all the squares we needed, I started sewing them together using the same yarn and tapestry needle. Midway my sewing, I decided to put the vest on just to see how it looks and if the proportions were fine, and then I decided that maybe actually it is a bit too long and I would prefer a cropped vest, and this meant I needed to undo the last row of the squares. I always think that if I would have my design spot on the first time, it would save me so much time, but I try not to dwell on that. After doing the squares for the last row, I started making the ribbing for the edges. At first I thought to do single crochet ribbing, but later decided that half double crochet looks a bit better. And after all the ribbings were done, it was time to sew them on the vest, the same way as I connected the squares before. After quite a few hours, because each ribbing and each like additional square took a while, but actually I am done. So I did undo the last row just to make it shorter because I thought it would look a bit nicer. And yeah, so the ribbing, I made it a bit wider at the ends just because I thought it looks nicer. And then for the sleeves I made it slightly narrower. Actually I have not put it on at all before finishing the ribbing, but here it is. So it is shorter, and I know before I said that I want to make it longer to be warmer, but it's just, I don't know, I do not like the look of it. It was a bit maybe too grandma-like for me. But yeah, here we are, so it's all done. It is maybe, I might block it and make it a bit longer, like stretch it out slightly, but otherwise it is done. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my future videos.